What's going on, everybody? It's Andy's Automotive here with a little addition. This is my 2015 Volkswagen Passat 1.8T. Yeah, it's a little rough around the edges, but just want to show a quick little note. So these are my old plugs, bringing them out, the NGKs. These are the one step colder. So your part number is 70S. So SILFER8C 7ES. So these are the ones they say that come from the RS3, so one step colder, or RS7, whichever one it is. Switched it out just now. Ooh, excuse me. Switched it out just now for these brisk racing plugs. We're going to give these a shot. Supposedly they burn hotter and better. These are the ER12YS Silver Racing. So I got them from Euro Tuning. Not advertising for them or nothing, just where I bought them from. So they're slightly different. So the ERSs, the brisks, are more old school plug. So it's got the standard like top conductor, I guess, that you would see here. The porcelains, of course, are ribbed like the old school plugs. And then the distance is the same, but you do have the thicker silver electrode versus the iridium is this nice thin one. And these plugs really don't look that bad. I think I did them like 10, 15,000 miles ago. When I'm getting a misfire for some reason, it could be Catchcan related. I did notice that this inlet hose here for the PCV is starting to collapse, so I got to order me a new hose. So that could be the issue there. If you'll notice that I do have a 2015 Volkswagen Passat 1.8T gas. This is not the normal setup for that car, so I do have the massive 10-inch air filter. This makes a difference in the top end, anything above 100 miles an hour, and this allows you to suck just unlimited air. You're not going to have an issue with that. So I did convert mine to the MQB version, like style. So I have the IS12 turbo, because everybody always says, oh no, you don't have an IS12, you have a GT14 or whatever the hell it's called. Anyway, got the 3-inch downpipe, got it wrapped. So I can fit an IS38 on here. I've done it before, drove around with it. The only problem is there was nobody to tune it, but now that I've found people to tune remotely, I've ordered the dongle. So I'm going to go with a 20 first. I'm not going to put a 38 back on, just because these coolant adapters for the heater core back here, well, you can't really see. Yeah, they're like 90 degrees right off the rip. So that's your AC, and then here's your other ones. They mount straight to the heater core, and you can't really see it just because it's so tight back there. But I routed the coolant lines behind the brake booster and brought them back around over here where the battery is. And I keep an eye on these lines all the time just to make sure there's no coolant leaks or whatever. And so far so good. Everything seems to be working. I've been driving it this way for over a year. I do have the CTS Catchcan system on here. I do bypass this in the winter. I just put an elbow on it, and just basically it's just circumventing everything. But I don't really have any issues. It runs great when it's cold. So I don't know if it's the heat factor that builds it up or not. But one note, I can't remember if I did a video on this, but I do have the blow-off valve version from Go Fast Bits vent to air here. And this thing is awesome. I love it. This just comes with a piggyback plug. You just plug straight into the harness. And then here's your other harness here, and it just attaches straight in. I think this is a, I don't want to misquote the number, but I think it's a 9431 or something like that. But this baby, obviously it's blowing off a little oil here. I clean it once in a blue moon with a brake cleaner, and then just kind of let it do its thing. It self-lubricates because there's oil bypassing constantly through here. As you can see, you know, you got a little moisture. I just cleaned the catch can out. What I did with this one is, you can't see it. I'll try to put the camera down low. Let's see. Trying not to drop the camera here. Let's see. Where are we at? Nope, that's not gonna work. You look carefully, you can see on the bottom there, I put a drain plug because I got tired of taking this thing. So you dismount it from here, and it just pops off of that stud from the mount. And if you see, I got those red engine mounts on here. I bought the universal kit from eBay. The only one I had to modify was the transmission one. I just had to groove it out and cut it, and it fit perfectly fine. But the engine stays solid pretty much. So with the amount of movement I was having on my exhaust, and see where I got the orange tape wrapped on the map sensor, or boost sensor, I mean. My fan was hitting it, grinding into it, didn't realize that. put the mounts on, it stopped happening. Anyway, but it was a pain in the butt to take this thing off and empty it out every single time. I still do that periodically, but as far as the drain plug goes, I cut this off actually, and it's just the plug is sitting in there itself, just so I have a tiny bit more volume in there for the fluid. And it was not necessary. I wasn't checking it that way anyway. I empty it periodically, pretty much every 1 to 2 weeks. But with the drain plug, I just pop this one out and then just pop the drain plug, have my little pan right here, and it just drains right into the pan rather than having to take all 4 of these tiny little screws out, pull the thing down, don't lose the O-ring, clean it out really good, put it all back together, and still don't lose the O-ring. And I noticed they started selling a spare O-ring for it because either you're going to lose it, you're going to break it, or it's going to finally just wear out and it's not going to seal anything, and then you're going to have a leak. Anywhooser, let's see, and a biscuit. What else do I got to say here? So the brisk plugs, we'll see how they work. It says change them every 10 to 15,000 miles according to ChatGPT. Didn't have any oil on my cylinder tubes, so we're good there. Tube seals, we're going to call it. I do have a twin grounding thing going on here. I basically made this myself, and I left the stock ones here, but I ran that one straight to the battery, so it's attached directly to ground on the battery. And yeah, so this Bevancy oil cap, this actually worked great. It still moves like the other one did. I just poured a little oil in here, but it definitely locks in way better than the stock one, or maybe my stock one was just worn out. But yeah, just fun fact on the plug install, I put a little anti-seize on each plug, of course, and then I use dielectric grease to put around the base of the coil, because everybody always has this problem. They talk about tearing them off, they break it, etc., etc. You look carefully. You can see that right there. That's just dry. I can wipe that off. So I put a little bit of dielectric grease here and a little bit on the bottom. And not only does it conduct a little better, but it helps prevent moisture from getting in. And also, when you go to take them out, 30,000, 50,000 miles later, you just gently rotate them while you're pulling, and they come out. So I think this is maybe the CTS Red Tops. Sorry, you see the part number there. So I got these with the original plugs I bought, but those plugs have been changed already. I did the lifetime warranty thing through, I think it was ECS. So, but yeah. All the piping for the MQB style is all custom. I used piping from the other intake that I had. I have custom intake pipe run down here, down through there, comes out back here. It's a whole thing. So yeah, just figured out throw a little advice mostly on the coils. That was the point of the video, to put a little dielectric on them. That way they're not stuck and they don't break off in the cylinder tube. So yeah, if you got any questions, throw them in the comments. Cheers.